Welcome back to Offbeat America. I'm Patrick Clark. In Durham, North Carolina, we found a little red caboose. Big deal, right? Well, it is when it's smack dab in the middle of a house. And you won't believe how these homeowners got it inside. Just down the tracks from Durham, North Carolina, the unassuming 6,600 square foot home of Alex and Ann Gordon will really have you tooting your whistle.
Welcome to our home. We like to call it Riverbend Station.
Why did they call it Riverbend Station?
We have a caboose right in the middle of our house.
That's right. Parked between the kitchen and dining room is an 8.5-foot wide, 40-foot long red caboose. And this authentic 1915 model really grabs your attention.
When you walk in, it's the first thing you see if you've got your head up.
It was the first thing I'd tell people when they came over to my house. I'd say, you know, look, we live in a caboose.
With artifacts from its former life mixed with modern furnishings, there's no doubt this is the coolest room in the house.
This is where the caboose guy would often wade.
And Ann loves to take the helm as conductor.
Here's the brake wheel.
This train doesn't need much braking these days, but the Gordons still put it to use.
Children love turning it.
And this old stairway stops short.
It actually looped way up higher, but since our ceiling stops here, it stops here too.
The inside of the caboose also features a sitting area and a raised roof for what was once the cupola.
You could climb up there, and there were windows all the way around. I thought it would be so much fun to go on a great trip across our country.
The little red caboose made quite the journey to its resting place here in the Gordons' home. You see, Ann has always had a thing for trains.
When I was about 20, I started having this hankering to own a caboose, and I was going to either live in it or turn it into a shop.
Caboose number 359 came into her life 3 years later, when she saw it sitting retired along the tracks.
I just was spellbound. I was like, this is it. How am I going to get this caboose?
After a call to the owner, and for the small price of paying to have it moved, the cab was hers. Owning a 15-ton caboose is one thing, but getting it through the front door is another.
Alex came up with the great idea of, why don't we build our house around the railroad caboose?
They did just that in 1979. And to add to their train motif, the Gordons installed a specially designed boxcar door in the study.
And it's such a good fit, and it's good on muscle development.
And lining the floor is an old brick walkway.
These were a birthday present to me from my father. They came from the train station in my hometown where I grew up.
Over the years, the caboose has been a kitchen, then a kids' play area. These days, it's simply a place to entertain family and friends.
This is the only house I've ever been in or ever heard of that has a caboose in it.
Yep, today, this little red caboose has found a permanent and loving home right in the middle of this North Carolina house. And for the Gordons, it's been one heck of a ride.
Thanks for coming.
And we'll see you on down the line.
Here's an